Hello guys, welcome to Thermomix Adventures. Lisa here. Hey look, today I'm going to make a quick salad. This is perfect for when you need to take a plate to someone's house. You do want to make it in advance. It is better not fresh and hot, okay? The eggs are better if they have cooled so that you can slice them up and things like that. And even putting the dressing on cold is better than putting it on like warm chicken and stuff. You could eat this warm. My family are going to eat it warm today, but certainly if you're taking it somewhere, it's going to do better if it's cold. You can make it in advance, so 24, 48 hours in advance would be fine. You can also pre-make the components of this and assemble it at the end. So let's go get into this recipe and I'll teach you how to do it and give you these tips. Do say hi if you're watching on so that you get more of these videos. Let's go start cooking. So this is this chicken Caesar pasta salad. I'm going to be using gluten-free pasta today. I've got thighs already diced up and I've got eggs that's already ready to go as well. First things first is I want you to put a jug onto the mixing bowl lid and weigh in some oil. Now I'm going to try and just add the oil later. I'm going to remember how much I need and bring up the scales. Hello Amy, lovely to have you on today. So I need to remember that I need 120 grams. If you've got a TM31 or a TM5, your scales won't come up when mixing, I don't think. They're definitely not the 31, the 5 might. On the 6, we can actually bring those scales up through the process. So I'm going to bring it up through the process later and add in 120 grams, okay? So I'm not going to bother putting it aside in a bowl at the moment. Set that aside. It just saves me washing up. All right, so next up, it's got 50 grams of Parmesan. Now, I actually did that off camera before I started just because I didn't want it rattling around for 10 seconds. So this is 50 grams of Parmesan, 10 seconds, speed 10, okay? If you're still buying grated cheese, it's time to stop and save yourself some money grating your own. So next up, we've got a garlic clove. Queen of shortcuts at the moment, garlic paste. About a teaspoon in this goes. We are making the dressing, okay? At this point in time, this is the dressing. It's got some beautiful things in it. Now, this would mill down normally Parmesan and garlic clove, but I had paste and I pre-milled it, so it's done for us. Okay, insert the butterfly whisk. Didn't bring that in with me, so we're going to skip it out and go without, okay? It does just take a little bit longer without the butterfly. I just forgot to bring it in with me today. If I really get stuck, obviously I can do it off camera. Now, we don't have anchovies. I've got baby capers. I'm just not sure how I'm going to get them out of the container, to be completely honest with you. I didn't plan this well at all. I really want to put capers in, but I don't want the juiciness from the capers. How do you strain it out? The lid only has the capacity for so much. All right, we're just going to deal with the oil as well. We're going to put in some capers. That's my replacement for anchovies. I'm not necessarily a fan of anchovies. Ideally, I would have drained that, okay, if I wasn't on live with you guys. So just an FYI. This is making the beautiful Caesar dressing. Okay, mayonnaise. If you can make your own homemade mayonnaise, do it. It's amazing. My tips for homemade mayonnaise, though, is... just checking, yeah, it does say mayonnaise. Don't use olive oil. Use a flavorless oil. We use sunflower seed oil here, but you can also use grapeseed oil is another perfect alternative. And we just make it on demand. If you ever split your oil, reach out. I'm happy to help you fix it. The fix is actually another egg. Never throw it out, okay? Never, ever, 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 ever throw out something you make in your Thermomix. Reach out first and let me help you solve that problem. So mayonnaise, lemon juice. Okay, 20 grams of that. If you don't have lemon juice, some apple cider vinegar would certainly do the job. The kids have picked this off the tree. Oh, it smells amazing. I love fresh lemon. Okay, 2 teaspoons of Dijon. Oh dear, that one's not looking promising for 2 teaspoons, is it? So, I might have to scrape it out. We do have more of this. One of the few things that we buy from the condiment section is Dijon, because I don't believe you can make it. It's going to be shortchanged today in this dressing. Might have to come back later and add some more in, because there's definitely a second bottle there in the fridge. And insert the measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid. Might have to remember to throw that out. Does anyone else ever find that other people don't throw them out when they're empty? Just my house. All right, 1 minute, speed 4, and this is where we're going to need to remember to add in our oil. So as I turn it up to speed 4, I'm going to grab my oil. Oh, not yet. Apparently not yet. Okay, I'm going to bring out my scales. Cancel. Up with my 3 dots, go to my scales, take off the lid. Now it's a bit splattery. Did you see it was a bit splattery? I'm just going to turn it down to 3.5. Let's see if I can do this. Much better. All right, let's bring the scales up now. And we need 120 grams to emulsify in. Nice and slowly. You do want to get it done before it gets completed. You can hear it thickening. That'll do me. Let it finish. Alright. Okay, a couple of things happened then. When I spun it up to speed 1, for some reason it didn't go to the next step. Not speed 1, speed 4 for 1 minute. Usually when you do that step, I would have expected it to go to meanwhile, but it didn't go to meanwhile. Usually, turn speeds like a speed 4, meanwhile follow the next step. So just something to be aware of. There's obviously a glitch in that recipe. When you spin it up to speed 4 for 1 minute, that's when you add your oil. I knew what I was looking for, which is why I started. You probably saw me clicking around, going what's going on, and I looked at the preview. So in that 1 minute, do trickle in your oil so that you make your beautiful, look at that, Caesar dressing. Oh my goodness, I love that. Dressings are so easy. Now you can jar this up, put it in the fridge, and then just give it a shake before you go to use it, okay? It also gives you the ability to use as much or as little as you want. If yours splits, you need an egg yolk. Ring me, message me, PM me, okay? I'll help you. All right, I'm gonna put in a new bowl to go on to the next step, okay? So it tells you to, oh, look, now it's asking for slowly pour. That was what I was looking for. Remove the butterfly whisk. And did you notice as well how it worked fine without the butterfly whisk? So feel free to skip that out. So, clean and dry mixing bowl. The benefit of having 2 bowls is you don't need to do that. You can actually just leave this one aside, jar it up later, and make the next part. Okay, so 2 bowls as a deal is on until end of day today. If you have been thinking about getting a TM6 on the bench, the $29 bowl offer ends today, saving $366. Okay, so now's the time. If those of you with a 31 or a 5 have been thinking about a 6, let's do it. Let's get this on the bench because you will love having your other machine and a 6 on the bench with 2 bowls. I can promise you that. Okay, boiling water, 1,200 grams. This is going to cook our pasta in the bowl. I think mine's 1 litre because that's all my kettle holds. We don't use our kettle very often around here. So I'm just going to top it with some cold water. That'll do. My jug of cold somewhere here. There it is. Alright, in this goes. So this is going to boil some pasta while it multitasks. We're going to steam some chicken. We're also going to steam the eggs so that they're hard boiled, which is pretty cool. So it's all going to happen in one bowl. If you've not made this recipe, give it a go. It's beautiful, okay? 300 grams of dried spiral pasta. Mine's a gluten-free pasta. Use whatever you'd like to use. 300 grams. I'm going to guess mine's pretty close. We tend to approximately use half a packet a go. Alright, next, place the Vorwerk in position. Before you do that, do yourself a favour, just give it a stir to make sure it's all covered, okay? Otherwise, it's not going to be as good. Okay, Vorwerk in position. So we take this, put it here, take out this, and we grab our Vorwerk. Now, in the bottom of our Vorwerk, it asks for some eggs. I have preloaded it with some eggs, okay? 6 whole eggs. I think I've got 5 at the moment because that's just what I had. I'll go get some more in a moment. And then, sorry about the close-up of the chicken. It asks for the Vorwerk tray and then it asks for some chicken. 500 grams of tenderloins. I've cut up thighs. Salt and pepper it. Put on the lid. And then we're going to cook this for 9 minutes. Vorwerk reverse speed 1. Now, reverse is essential. Otherwise, you're going to chop your pasta. No one wants chopped pasta. It does say prolong by up to 1 minute until the pasta is just cooked. So I am going to put on my 1 minute just because I know this pasta takes usually 12, but it does also, this recipe allows for the fact that it is going to sit there and actually cook a little bit further while we come back and cook this a bit longer. Okay, so the next step after this is to remove the varoma, drain the pasta, which I use the simmering basket. So you'll put this aside, pour out your pasta. I drain it into my simmering basket over the sink and then put that aside to cool. Then put another 500 grams of boiling water, so reboil your jug and put this back in place, and it's going to finish steaming for 7 more minutes. Make sure that chicken is cooked through and those eggs are done. Then all you're going to do after that is they say to cut the chicken smaller. I won't bother. Put it into a bowl, allow it to cool for 10 minutes, and then let it go in the fridge, okay? It needs to go in the fridge. Set the eggs aside, peel your eggs, cut them up, and then, if you like, there is also bacon in this recipe. I will use the high heat function on my Thermomix, my other Thermomix, and I will cook off the bacon using that, because then I don't have to turn on the stovetop. It's a really hot day. It's 33 degrees today. I do not want to stand at the barbecue or the stovetop. I'm going to put it on the other thermi, let it cook it off for me using high heat. I love high heat. I don't know if I can express that enough. So, bacon, 200 grams, cooked off. If you don't want to do bacon, leave it out. It'll be okay. Transfer to a plate lined with a paper towel. And then we're going to dice up all the salady bits. So there's an onion in here. There's some cos lettuce leaves. And then you've got the reserve cooled chicken, the diced up eggs, the bacon. And then you're going to chuck it through the salad dressing and toss it. And that's it. Like, it's so incredibly easy. So, as far as making in advance, you could make the chicken, have it cooled. You could even do more chicken, cool it in the fridge, and just leave it there for a couple of days till you want it, okay? Till not too long. Obviously, it's raw meat. Not raw meat, it's cooked meat, but you still don't want to leave it too long, okay? Your eggs, again, same time frame as your chicken, okay? You can pre-boil them and put them away in the fridge. Pasta you can pre-make, again, put it away in the fridge. So all these components can be pre-made and put away until the day where you then grab your fresh lettuce, your cooled bacon, toss it together with the beautiful dressing, and you're ready to go. How cool is that? So this is a fantastic summer recipe, easy, time effective, using stuff you've probably already got in your home. So give this recipe a go, add it to your Christmas list, add it to your Bring a Plate list. If you haven't downloaded them yet, go over to TMX Adventures and grab those in the blog. You can download the whole list of the Bring a Plate recipe suggestions, so that when you're looking for inspiration, this is where you can look. So we're cooking through these at the moment. I'm excited in the next couple of days to do the pork plat, that's on there, and then there's some sweets as well that I can't wait to show you. Oh, and my kids are busting for the watermelon stuff as well. Anyway, that's it from me today. Just a quick reminder, if you are interested in the $29 bowl, get in quick. The next offer is a free anniversary cookbook and blade cover peeler. So we do know that kicks off tomorrow. So if the $29 ends, well, it is ending, the next thing is that. So if you're keen on getting a TM6 on the bench to help you this Christmas, maybe to go next to your TM31 or a TM5, or maybe it's your first thing ever, then please reach out. I'd love to help you get one. I'd love to help you get the very most out of it. But otherwise, thanks for joining me today, guys. Take care. I'll see you in another video tomorrow. Keep an eye out for the photo later. See you then. Bye for now.